Hey, my Taurus babies, what's happening? This is EJ from Taurota Tarot. I hope everybody is having a good start to their week and messing around my grapefruit that I need to eat. At any rate, I hope everybody is having a good week. I know things are stressful. I'm stressed. What the hell? This is going to be Taurus monthly for August 2020. Just off the rip, what I know about what's going on. Jupiter turns direct September 12th, and Saturn, I believe, goes direct September 29th. So you probably begin to feel some of the shadow motion towards the end of August with Jupiter. And then not too far into September, you'll start feeling the shadow, a little bit of Saturn getting ready to go direct. It's been like this since May. I think Venus and Pluto were involved. They were retrograde, and then Mercury came along and did its thing. So it's been a really hectic, hard to clarify kind of summer. As I know I've said in some of the other readings that I've done, as we get closer to the end of the year, a lot of things that were foggy back in the early spring are going to clear themselves up. So I'm going to use a variety of cards because we are told to use a variety of cards. What the hell? I'm going to use the big cards for the overall energy, which is pulling the Page of Wands and the Three of Swords. And then from this deck, we're going to do 4 rows of 3. So accelerated motion for the first week, financial discipline, throat chakra or the I speak. Second week brings us to patience and planning. Fuck it, and more patience. There you go. Self-discipline. Third week, balance, passion ignited. Sacrifice, last week of the month, that harmony, music, material and spiritual prosperity, and material harvest. So I know it's hard to see all these cards on my little table here, but they're all here. And then so for the little cards, overall energy, Page of Wands, pulls the Queen of Cups, Three of Swords, pulls the Knight of Coin. So y'all worried about emotional and financial stuff. Okay. First week, accelerated motion, pulls the Queen of Swords, financial discipline, pulls the Ten of Cups, the Happy Family card, throat chakra or I speak, pulls the Seven of Wands. Second week, patience and planning, pulls the Ace of Cups, patience, pulls the Eight of Wands, self-discipline, pulls the Princess of Swords. Third week, balance, pulls the Emperor, passion ignited, pulls the Three of Swords, sacrifice, Eight of Coins. Last week, music, pulls the Two of Swords, material and spiritual prosperity, King of Wands, material harvest, Knight of Swords. And just because I'm feeling devilish underneath the bottom of the really, really big deck. So there's new energy. That's 2 pages. That's the Page of Swords. Keen mental powers. And from the top of the deck, Ace of Wands. Okay. Staying balanced. I know I just said that somewhere. The balance card is on the table somewhere. I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. So it feels like for a lot of you this month, with your overall energy, with those 2 short cards, the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Coins, it's about having some balance front and back with your emotions and your money, and not doing anything emotional with your money. That's up to and including getting into any kind of strange, what I want to say, relationships with people with money. I guess is how it's coming back. Just keep your eye on your money and stay balanced about your money. Don't get overly excited. I know because of the climate and the nature of things going on, I done seen some stuff. I'm like, man, if I had $10,000, I'd be all over that. But try to keep your emotions and your money in balance. With the Queen of Cups on top of the Page of Wands, there's also an issue of dealing with maybe a new person. That Page is new energy. And the Page over here, the Page of Swords, the energy that's coming back is to kind of watch what you're saying around certain people, because somebody's watching and they've got things they want to say to you. But if they hear you coming off too hard, I guess that's what I want to say. I don't know why this is coming up in the overall energy, but it is. If they hear you coming off too hard, they may just shy away and they won't say anything ever. But being that it's in your overall energy, it's a newness, and some of you probably can feel just kind of the beginning of something. You may not know actually what it is. It's just the beginning of something. But the Queen of Cups is definitely that emotional thing, and making sure that a lot of you thinking about how you process difficulties and challenges that you come up with work and lovers, and how you process that. Or do you hang on to things? Do you hold grudges? Or do you let things go? A lot of you are in that headspace of thinking about that. On the back end of your overall energy, the Knight of Coins on top of the Three of Swords. What did I some of you may be in some situations with people, and somehow they may have some direct access to your money. That this is in your overall energy. You are aware, but you're not aware. You can feel something, but you're not sure. Maybe something's not feeling right. Anything going on with your money, and especially any of you that may be in relationships where you're getting ready to break up, and that might be why this is up in your overall energy. Pay attention. If anybody's got access to your debit or your credit cards, a lot of you may be feeling frustrated right now because it's just there's delay after delay after delay after delay. Whether it's trying to start a relationship or get into a new job, and people are delaying interviews because of COVID. They don't want to talk to anybody. They don't want to see you, want to do a video. So many of you may just be damn frustrated trying to get everything that you want to get together. A lot of you are in that headspace as well about making changes and looking at taking inventory of what you have. So that's up in your overall energy. We're looking at the first week of August with the Queen of Swords and the accelerated motion. Make sure that you have, universe is saying business. Make sure that you have all your business stuff together. If there's anything that you are getting ready to do, those of you that are getting ready to go back to school, make sure you have all of your stuff together. And so not like the Queen of Swords, but the message here is to be a little flexible. So I'm going to guess if she was standing up on top of her head, be a little flexible. Once you get into those of you that are either going back to school, sending a child or a young person back to school, or a teacher going back to school, once y'all get in this, also those of you starting new jobs, once you get in here, ain't gonna be no sitting down and let's have coffee. Nope. That accelerated motion is moving quick. And so a lot of you may be, once again, where balance is coming up, you may feel a little off balance if you're just getting ready to start something new because you got so much coming at you at one time. Do what the Queen of Swords does on the worst day. And name in the upper right hand and date in the upper left. Yeah, I know, but that it is what it is. And so if you're feeling overwhelmed, break it down. Whatever it is that you're starting or doing into small pieces so that you're not just feeling totally overwhelmed. Again, accelerated motion. Man, thoughts is going faster than my mouth. Accelerated motion, things are going, once you hit the ground, you running. There's no walking here at all. Financial discipline with the Ten of Cups. Time to get the family maybe in check on the finance tip. Again, relationships and money this month. There may, for some of you, be some sneaky peeks trying to get in your money, and they're trying to be slick about it. If you're paying attention, Taurus, I think you'll catch whomever it is trying to get it in your pocketbook or your pocket. But this may be the time, since everybody's been home and kids getting ready to go back to school, this may be the time to start dealing with finances, especially those of you that are dealing with job changes. Keep an eye on your money. Make sure the family money is doing what it's supposed to do. You may have to cut back a little bit. At the end of the first week, with the Seven of Wands on top of the throat chakra or the I speak, however you verbally, and a lot of us have been in this energy for a few weeks now, just having to stand up and defend what the hell it is we're trying to do, what we're trying to accomplish. Not so much because we feel like we have to, but in trying to get people to understand better what we're doing. A lot of times you just have to get on the defensive. I know I've had to do it here past couple weeks. It's not my thing to just jump right out and start and back it up. But I've had to really hold on to some truths that I know to be true about me and myself, and setting boundaries with other people. It's been difficult. And it put me on defense dealing with certain things. So this energy is going to carry throughout the month of August. Once again, if somebody's bringing it to you, deal with it. But don't go and start unnecessary confrontation. It's just messy. That's the energy right there. It's just messy. We get to the second week with the patience and planning and the Ace of Cups on top. New relationships. And that can be romantic or business. But this is about the business end of whatever we're talking about. When I see those towers, it's about building the foundation. And it's going to take some patience and planning. Many of you getting into new relationships romantically. It feels like some of you got big dreams. And that's a good thing. But don't forget that it's going to take some planning to get where you're trying to go. And it will take some patience. Patience, once again, with the Eight of Wands on top. You may have to be patient with people that you're communicating with. You may be going at it 100 miles an hour, and they may be trying to catch up. That too may be a part of Jupiter getting ready to do double dutch through shadow. So it could be some of that. It could be related to money, or it could be related to items. But being clear about communication, you're going to have some patience. You may have to tell folks something 50 times before they actually hear what the hell you're trying to say. Be patient. Be patient. Everybody is not hearing things at the same rate of speed these days, so just have some patience. At the end of the second week, the Princess of Swords on top of the self-discipline, very much telling me your thoughts and keeping your thoughts going in a positive direction, and not up in your head. And there's that air card. Excuse me. And just creating scenarios unnecessarily. Some of you may be dealing with an air sign, an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, and they may be trying to get at you in a good way, but you may be trying to just, create all these negative scenarios and like, it's never going to work. You never talk to me. Yeah, that. Have some self-discipline. Once again, the word balance pops to mind. But have some self-discipline about your thoughts. I know that sounds crazy, but trying to maintain a positive attitude in the midst of all the chaos. I know it can be difficult sometimes, but still the same laws at work, regardless of whatever we're going through, keeping our focus on things that are positive. Anyway, third week. Once again, the word balance right on the bottom of the card. And if I had to say, this is probably a temperance card in this deck. Again, self-discipline, moderation, trying to make a decision about where you are at this point. This is major energy, and I want to tell you it's the first major card I've put my hands on. So, trying to get to where you're going. And this is brand new energy. You may be going in a direction where you're meeting new people, different people. And the message here is kind of easy, really. Just stay balanced and keep looking for the creative opportunities. And creative opportunity can be anything from making a quilt to a romantic relationship, but creative opportunity, keeping your eyes open. There's some divine energy there, but delays. There may be delays. You may have decided where you're going, how you're getting there, but there may be some delays just because of COVID-19. Could be a variety of other things because of COVID-19. Balance. Just stay in balance regardless of whatever's going on. It's not saying no, it's not going to happen. For many of you, you know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of you can't catch that flight on that day. You may have to wait a week. You can't go to that hotel on that whatever. You may have to wait a month. Just depends. So a word of caution, if you are traveling, double check. Make sure things are open. I know I've been encountering a lot of little places are closed. Like, hey, you doing? Wait. You can't be closed. The message is there, whoever needs it. I'm using the Passion Ignited and the Three of Swords as the centerpiece and the challenge for the month. And the message here, actually kind of easy. If you're dealing with situations where you got your pants on fire, don't dwell on this. Don't dwell on this. There's a sense of nostalgia floating around. I think it's just all these damn planets that have been in retrograde motion, going in and out and back and forth. And so there's still, it feels almost as if Mercury retrograde has just been extended for an extra month or some shit. I don't know. But in some situations, you may feel like this happened to me before. And that the Three of Swords is up here in your overall energy. Don't let the delays or things that you may perceive as disappointments keep you from understanding what's really going on. That part right there, that passion's been ignited, but there may be some things that are keeping you separated temporarily, and it can be frustrating. Your challenge to stay balanced and not get frustrated. Know that the passion is, you lit the fire, the hell. Girlfriend about to catch her hair on fire, you lit the fire. So if the fire's been lit, this is the easiest way for me to say this, expect that there's going to be some upheavals. Expect that there may even be some upset people because they may be surprised at the hookup or the connection, however that's resonating. But don't let it get you off course. Don't let it get you off course. Maybe some jealous exes floating around and they realize you with who? And they may be coming up with all kind of stuff. This is probably a good time to tell you, just give you the warning from the universe. Anything that you got on social media that you don't want exposed or out, lock it down. Lock her down. I'm just saying. If you've been with somebody that maybe wasn't quite broke up with their last person before any of this started, and things happen. Anything that you have out there, you may kind of just want to double check and make sure nobody else has access to anything. And it's the same feeling with your finances. It's like just sneaky, devilish little nosy imps running around trying to see what you're doing. So just be mindful. Just be mindful. This is not this. This is just the separation, the pain of other people it feels like for a lot of you, whoever you may be trying to hook up with, whoever that potential is, they're a potential for a lot of people. The same can be said for you, Taurus, but this feels like this is the other person. So there may be some upset exes. Yeah, you mean you marrying her? That kind of thing. Be mindful of that. There may be some jealous baby mamas or baby daddies floating around, and they may be trying to smile in your face and pull off that happy family shit. It ain't working. I'm just saying it ain't working. And in those situations where you're dealing with blended families, watch your money. At the end of the third week, sacrifice. You've got the skills, you got the knowledge to knock it out the park, whatever it is you're trying to do, whether it's a relationship, a new job, or a combination of both. You got it. You got it. There may be some sacrifices that have to be made, but at the end of this, it will be well worth the struggle that you're going through. Even this little chunky tidbit right here, folks mad, the separation will be worth it if you are not in the same place and you're trying to get to the same place. Frustrating, the delays, all of that. It's okay. Be patient. Know that you put in the hard work. And just know the sacrifice is going to pay off. Ta-da. At the end of the month, the Two of Swords. It's about seeing the reality of your situation. This is not a bad, the indication here is not negative. Usually this card comes off a little negative. But this is not negative. See the reality of what you're dealing with, and not so much within, but without. Some of you may just need to take a look and see out in the world and see that things are not as they were, and things have changed. This might be relating to a job, it might be relating to a relationship, but once you do that, once you can see the reality of it, have a little musical harmony there, and that's a good thing. There may be some change. That 3 and a Yes, 3 and a 2, and that makes 5. 5 is about change. Good changes, but see the reality of whatever it is. And not so much from your perspective, but from the rest of anybody's perspective. See what other people are seeing on the outside. A lot of things have changed, and a lot of us haven't caught up with that yet. I know I went to go do something the other day, and I was like, can't do that. So just be mindful of that. Material and spiritual prosperity with the King of Wands. That's definitely about a hookup. So there may be, for some of you, just by hooking up with whomever this is, and that it's falling underneath the passion ignited and the happy family card and the patience card and the financial discipline, they may already have some moolah and they want to share with you. So be mindful of this. This is King energy, so it's got a level of stability to it, even though it's whoever this is. And for some of you, this might be an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius. If not, their sun sign may be something heavy in their natal chart. But they bring a lot of passion to the party. And for a lot of you, this is going to translate into they want to take care of you. And not just from a financial sense or a money sense, but as a whole being. I know it's usually the player card, but this is really indicative of the king himself and the swag that he brings. And again, he may have some player tendencies. I don't feel like that's going to be anybody's outcome here, but looking at all these little cards above it, yeah, there's going to be some her exes running around. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Those will probably be the places where you'll see, I know there are other platforms, but those will probably be the places where you'll see people might, not just you locking your stuff down, Taurus, but other people, the energy is across the board. So other people might have their stuff open. So you might see pictures of past exes, either maliciously, somebody just throwing some shit up there so you can see it from 2008, or by accident. Some folks let some stuff out and they didn't, oops, I didn't mean to post that one. Just saying, that energy is there and it works both ways. But at the end of this person is trying to bring some passion into your life. And they're definitely bringing a level of stability. Not King of Pentacles stability, but definitely a level of stability. It's going to be up to you, Taurus, whether you accept the full commitment or not. At the end of this, all that sacrifice, this is right underneath the sacrifice card, all that sacrifice puts you right there at the end of the month, ready to start reaping the benefits. However, don't chase wild ass horses. That's where I know how to say that. Just people coming at you because they may think you've got a little bit of money or you've got access to people, and they come up with some bullshit ass scheme, and it might sound wondrous, like, ooh, that sounds really good, but it's a bunch of bullshit. But they'll have you running around chasing something that doesn't need to be chased. Make sure that whatever you're doing this month is grounded. Trust and verify people telling you stuff, but I would be double checking. Again, you're dealing with Jupiter, and Jupiter is the planet of abundance. It's still in retrograde motion, and so some people may be trying to take advantage of your generosity. Once again, have you riding around all over the city, wasting your good gas, chasing up on some shit that's some bullshit. So be mindful of that as you get to the end of the month and start rolling into September. Let's see. Do the big ones first. This is for Taurus. Just throw that one out there. This is for Taurus. Get grounded. Taurus for the month of August 2020, universe. This is for Taurus. For the month of August 2020. Get grounded. Let's just use that as the first card. Aura cleanse. See the solution. So, well, you got it's a twofer. Well, there you go. Get grounded, clear the path. I'm telling y'all, that accelerated motion up here and down here with the material harvest, yeah, it's on and popping. But get grounded so that you're clear-headed, especially when you're dealing with finances and family stuff. See the solution. Any kind of challenges come up, particularly with exes and romantic little flame-ups, you know. Don't be a part of the problem, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. It's easy. I don't know why y'all think I ain't like y'all. It is easy to get up on Facebook and let somebody post something stupid. I am all over it, like white on rice. Where'd you just? And then I know history, so I'm gonna quote the history on some shit too. My point here: don't fall for that shit. Exes do all kind of wild and crazy things. Not beyond any of them to get up on Facebook and just post some shit because they know you're going to have a comment. Don't do it. See the solution. What's the real issue? And you may have to have a conversation with new or potential mate about, you know, what's really going on. Did y'all have a clean break or is there still some stuff there? Okay, so you want to get into that Three of Swords energy. You need to find out. And it may not be from your person. It may be from the ex. They may still have feelings and they're not done. So you may hear somebody telling you, I told them blah, 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 blah. And they act like they don't hear. You may hear that. Work on that. Chew on that. That's your challenge. You got hot passion here, but there are going to be some obstacles there. So again, that's about clearing the path. The aura cleanse down here, some of you may need to do that after you get through dealing with some of these folks. I'm just saying, there's a gazillion different ways to do an aura cleanse. Google it, whatever your search engine is, search it, and do what's best for you. Pick the one that's best for you. Let's see what the granny cards got for the month of August. Yeah, clear the path, see the solution. Don't get caught up in drama, gossip, or crazy shit. Try to be the answer if there's a problem like that going on. Clear the path and let the good things come in. Fix a meal. I don't know who needs to hear that, but fix a meal. Conversation. That's usually the energy with this. Conversation. There's a conversation that probably, and again, I'm coming right back down here. There may be a conversation that needs to be had over a meal. Talking about delays, being frustrated. The delay is your friend. So don't be in such a hurry. Take the delays as they come. Work around them as best you can. But go with the flow. Try not to force anything. Some of you need to step away from your phone. Back right down here. Right here. I don't know how this is going to play out for some of you. But somebody may be trying to test you or provoke you to see, and the energy here is that they want to see you embarrass yourself in front of this new person. So it's got words. I see letters all over the place. So it's going to be about the spoken or written word. And they may be trying to goad you into saying something about something else, but it'll turn it on you. Now, at the end of all of this, you will be fine. But if you get caught up in it, it's just like stepping in mud in new shoes and new tennis shoes. And, they white and now they dirty. You got to go clean them off. You still got the sneakers, but now you got to go clean them off. That kind of energy. So some of you, just step away from your phone if that's what you're working with. Computer, however that's resonating. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I love you guys. I hope you guys have a good rest of the week and a good start to your month. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.